Hi, I'm Ben Nealing. Maple sugaring has been an early spring tradition in some parts of the country ever since the eastern woodland Indians discovered that maple sap cooked over an open fire produces sweet sugar. This next segment was written by Adrian Shepard, Michelle Kendall, Eric Duvall, and myself.
Hi, I'm Adrian Shepard. We're going to learn how maple syrup is made. Arlington, Ohio hosts a maple syrup festival. It's going to be a real sweet event. Charlie Crates' grandfather was the first in his family to produce maple syrup.
We began production back in the 1920s. The tapping process is really very simple. We've been using a drill, and we drill in about 2 inches in depth. We take a spile and tap it very gently into the tree. We cannot use the same hole each year so that there's no rotting takes place in the tree. It takes a good year for the tree to heal itself, so we try to stay away from the last year's tap.
Maple trees must be tapped during the small window of time during February and March, when the days need to be above freezing and the nights below freezing, and before the trees leaf out and blossom.
Sap flows because in the spring, Mother Nature is telling the tree that it's time to come out in the leaf. The sap's telling the water in the ground to actually come up the tree and start the production of the bud.
Approximately 50 gallons of maple sap equals 1 gallon of maple syrup. Ohio is third in the USA in maple syrup production behind Vermont and New York.
Sap does look like water. You can taste the difference. If you do taste the sap, it does have a sweet taste to it. The boiling process is the water comes into what is known as the flue pan. Once it goes through the flue pan, it goes through the finishing pan, which is the final pan that before we actually draw it off. Syrup is graded by color and taste, and as far as price goes, we have just a scale for a gallon charge, half gallon, quart, pint, and so on.
This is Adrian Shepard reporting for News 6.